Shalom, shalom, call HALALYAM La, YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, BAHASHAM, Rakah, Kodash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of great millstone to teach them well. Teach and rule well, so like your peace and salutations be told for the elect. Brother Tazam Gabar coming at you from the prophets in Babylon camp here in Tampa, Florida. I'm going to be getting in on a quick lesson. It's going to be entitled Impending Death Upon Jake. You know, something along those lines. Let me get started. In the book of Ezekiel, chapter 7 and verse 1. Moreover, the word of the Lord YAHAWASHI came unto me, saying, Also, thou son of man, thus saith the Lord YAHAWASHI unto the land of Israel, the end is come upon the four corners of the land. Now is the end come upon thee. Hey, nothing new under the sun, man. Because now is the end coming upon Israel once again. You know, back then they were cut off from the land, you know, but now they're about to be cut off again. And by way of thermonuclear fire, man. Okay? Scripture talks about reserving the unjust to the day of fire, to the day of wrath, or grab it. This book of 2 Peter, chapter 2 and verse 9. The Lord knoweth how to deliver the godly out of temptations, and to reserve the unjust unto the day of judgment, to be punished. So the Lord knows how to deliver the righteous out of temptations, meaning what? He knows how to keep them in the ways of righteousness, to, you know, keep them walking in the ways of pleasing Him and pleasing YAHAWASHI so that they can be saved. You know, the Lord keeps His Spirit on His elect men to continue to do His will and please Him day and night, man. And He also keeps a spirit on 2/3 Jake to keep doing evil and keep being wicked, keep being stiff-necked and hard-headed, so that he can destroy them in due time. It says, and to reserve the unjust unto the day of judgment, to be punished. So when you find yourself trying to wake up a Jake and he just not getting it, it's because the Lord is reserving him until the day of judgment to be punished. He has a punishment, a sentence that he has to serve. You know, a punishment that he has to pay for. You know, he has to feel, man. You know, the Lord is going to recompense upon him for his abominations and wickedness and iniquities that he's done, not only in this life, but in his previous lives. You know, you could be trying to wake up someone that betrayed one of the prophets back in the day, or someone that betrayed YAHAWASHI. You know, ultimately you betray a prophet, same thing as betraying YAHAWASHI and YAHAWASHI. Okay? And these people don't realize it. It's because the Lord has got a spirit on them to not realize what they're doing, so that they can be destroyed. He has a spirit on the elect that they can realize what's going on around them, and they can realize what they're doing, and, you know, please the Lord. You got this truth, that means you have opportunity to please the Lord and seek forgiveness and be on His good side. The Lord is about to sweep, you know, this place with a bosom of destruction. I'll grab that. Besom, I think. Besom of destruction. This is the book of Isaiah chapter 14 and verse 23. I will also make it a possession for the bittern and pools of water, and I will sweep it with the besom of destruction, saith the Lord of hosts, YAHAWASHI, the Lord of armies. You know, the Lord has an infinite amount of armies, you know, and He's coming with His armies, man. So He said He's about to sweep this place with the besom of destruction. Alright? And He's literally about to take a broom of fire and run it through Babylon. Not just once, but a few times. This place is going to be wiped utterly clean off the face of the earth. And 2/3 of Jake is going with it. You know? That fire ain't going to be like no ordinary fire. That's fire coming straight from the Lord. That fire has been reserved and prepared. You know? Sword bathed in heaven. I'll grab it. It's the book of Isaiah chapter 35. This is the book of Isaiah chapter 34 and verse 5. For my sword shall be bathed in heaven. So the Lord has been preparing these nukes. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea and upon the people of my curse to judgment. All right. This is coming upon Esau and the Edomites, to judge them, to destroy them. But guess what? What does the scripture say? I'll grab it. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 11, and verse 21. Though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not be unpunished, but the seed of the righteous shall be delivered. So, is all of Israel, righteous? If we're being technical, they are the righteous. All the seed of Israel is the righteous. They're the seed of the righteous because they're going to inherit the kingdom. All of Israel is going to inherit the kingdom. But righteous in their doings as of now? No. That just means they're predestined to be the seed of the righteous. So they're destined to be that righteous nation of Israelites in the kingdom, ruling over the new world. As of now, they are wicked. And they're joining in hand. Their hands is joining in hand with Esau the wicked. So they have to be destroyed together. They're going to be punished together. That's why the scripture talks about what Yahawah say. Ye are of your father. I'll grab it. This is the book of John, chapter 8, and verse 44. Ye are of your father, the devil. It's talking about 2/3 of our people, Jake. 2/3 of Israel being of their father, the devil. Who? Esau. Devil means deceiver. Esau is he's the devil, man. And it says, and the lusts of your father you will do. He was a murderer from the beginning. So you gotta understand, Esau was created to be the wicked. And Jake, not seeking after their true power, YAHAWASHI, they've been deceived by this man to think that they're equal to or even less than him. They got Israel thinking that he's a godly man or a righteous man or he's pure. That's why he calls himself white. That's the witchcraft that Esau has put onto our people. Him calling himself white is a witchcraft, is a form of witchcraft to where he, because white means pure. When you think of white, you think of pure things. When you think of the color white, you think of something that's clean. But Esau is not clean. He's a wicked and filthy man. The scriptures tell you that in and out. And that's why Romans 9:13 says, Jacob have I loved and Esau have I hated. The Lord hates Esau. If Esau is clean, then why does the Lord hate him? You can tell the Lord hates him because he's contrary to nature. When Esau walks outside, he stands outside in the scorching hot sun for at least 10 minutes, his skin starts turning red. His true nature starts being revealed. He came all red all over like a hairy garment. That's Esau, man. It says, he was a murderer from the beginning and abode not in the truth, because there is no truth in him. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own, for he is a liar and the father of it. Going all the way back to Cain, man. The Lord say, Cain, where's thy brother Abel? He said, am I my brother's keeper? He was lying, man. Talking about how am I supposed to know? Pretty much, man. When he murdered him. And that is the spirit of Esau. That is who we're dealing with. And this man was just created to be that kind of person, that kind of guy. So he's into murderings, he's into same-sex marriage and shit like that, man. He's into bestiality, he's into killing, and he's not satisfied with blood. He wants to kill you and every generation of you and every form of you and everyone that looks like you. All because what? He knows that the Lord hates him. He can never be the chosen seed of Israel, Yahawah's children. So he's jealous, man. He envies Yasharallah, and that's why we have this scripture here. This is the book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2 and verse 24. Nevertheless, through envy of the devil came death into the world, and they that do hold of his side do find it. So Yasharallah, 2/3 of Israel is going to find death because they hold of his side. Though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not go unpunished. It shall not be unpunished, man. Okay? Death came into the world because Esau was jealous of Israel. And then, you know, he was crafty. You know, he was slick with the tongue. And he got Jake, man. He sold them a dream and they bought it. Really, he got Eve first, and Eve brought it to her man. It's the book of Ezekiel, chapter 7, verse 3. Now is the end come upon thee, and I will send mine anger upon thee, and will judge thee according to thy ways, and will recompense upon thee all thine abominations. So the Lord's about to repay you, wicked-ass Jakes, man. He's about to repay you for what you've done. You know? We're coming into a time where we're even in the times right now as we speak, where this devil is setting up all these different plots and different laws and regulations, and he's making all these crises happening, and he's the head of it. He's behind all of it. You know, Scripture talks about his inner thoughts being deep, or he meditates on evil upon his bed. You know, he's thinking of the next way to kill off Jake. At night while he's about to go to sleep, this nigga's meditating on how to kill us, how to take us down, man. You know, and this is just the wicked man of the Bible that the Bible speaks of. He was created to do such things. He was created to be the bad guy of the movie, and that's just that. There's nothing you can really do about it. Okay, but you can't make him righteous. You can't look at him and say this man is righteous. Salakia, just got a phone call. But we back to it. You can't look at this man and say, oh, he can change. Oh, he can be righteous. What does the scripture say about that? I'll grab it. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 13, verse 23. Can the Ethiopian change his skin, or the leopard his spots? Then may ye also do good that are accustomed to do evil. So if the Ethiopian can change his skin and the leopard can change his spots, then the Esau, the Edomites are going to be able to be righteous. They're going to be able to change from wickedness to righteousness. But the whole point is, this is impossible. An Ethiopian can't change his skin, neither can a leopard change his spots. It is the same thing for Esau. He cannot change his wickedness because he was created to do so. He was created to be the wicked man, of this movie. This is the Lord's movie, And then can the audience change how the plot of the movie goes? When you sitting at a movie theater and you watching a movie, can you say, oh man, I want him to be the bad guy? You're going to be the bad guy because I want you to be the bad. No, you can't. Sorry. The movie just wasn't made that way. It wasn't scripted that way. Just as the movie of life here on earth isn't scripted the way for you to want it to be scripted. It's scripted the way for the Lord has scripted it, man. And he said what? For his pleasure. So we back into Ezekiel. The Lord said he's going to recompense you for all your abominations, man. And it goes on in verse 4. Ezekiel 7:4. And mine eye shall not spare thee, neither will I have pity. So in Jacob's trouble, the Lord ain't going to be sparing nor having pity. Because what? He gave you time. The Lord warned you. You looked at us as if we were just random men on the street, or just guys that had nothing else to do. You got to see, you got to look and understand. If you're looking at young Jake men who've been oppressed, who are known to kill each other, who are known to just party and do drugs and be destroyed mentally. You're looking at young men that barely have beards on their faces out there on the highways and hedges in the midst of the cities, yelling out to people, the end is come. Behold, the kingdom is at hand. Does that not ring any bells to you? Does that not seem odd to you? You're at the end, the time of the end. Okay? The Lord says what? Scripture says our elders have failed us. And it also said the Lord had chosen babes. He preached this word out of the mouth of babes. So very young men are out there on the highways and hedges. And they're preaching the true gospel and the true word of YAHAWASHI. And the elders of our people are going to be the last ones to get it because they're so deep and embedded that this damn slavery mindset, that Stockholm syndrome is so deeply embedded into their minds that can hardly come out of it, And mine eye shall not spare thee, neither will I have pity, but I will recompense thy ways upon thee. For the ways, the wicked things you've done, the Lord is going to repay you for those things that you've done. When you're in Jacob's trouble, you ain't going to be able to say, oh man, I've been a good person all my life. How is this happening to me? Think about all the shit you've done. You were boasting and sleeping with your homeboy's girl, boasting and sleeping with your op's girl or your neighbor's woman. You know, you're boasting and killing your neighbor's children. You're boasting and killing your neighbor. You take pride in doing wickedness. The scripture says, my people are wise to do evil, but to do good they have no knowledge. So you ain't gonna have no remembrance of doing good at all in the first place, because you don't even know how to do good. And thine abominations shall be in the midst of thee, and ye shall know that I am the Lord, YAHAWASHI. Thus saith the Lord, YAHAWASHI, and evil, and only evil, behold, is come. So what the Lord said, he gonna pour his he gonna pour his wrath out without mixture. You know, the cup of his wrath without mixture upon you, man. Meaning what? Ain't gonna be no mercy for you 2-3 Jakes, man. If you're destined to get fucked up, that's just that. No mercy, man. It ain't gonna be mixed with mercy and judgment. It's just gonna be fucking judgment, man. And the scripture talks about, you know, the righteous scarcely being saved. It goes on, an end is come, the end is come, it watcheth for thee, behold, it is come. The end is here, man. And we've been telling you for years. We've been telling you for years, man. You know, starting with the elders and apostles of GMS on down, man. 35 years plus, you've been being warned. Now it is time for judgment. Your time is up, man. Let me grab this. Since I quoted it, this is the book of 1 Peter chapter 4 and verse 18. And if the righteous scarcely be saved, where shall the ungodly and the sinner appear? So to be scarcely saved, let's grab the definition of scarcely so that you understand the seriousness of the scripture. All right. Alright, so the definition for scarcely, it says the definition for scarcely is only just, almost not. Synonyms is hardly, barely, only just. Another definition is only a very short time before, used to suggest that something is unlikely to be or certainly not the case. Rarely, not often, hardly ever, almost never, on rare occasions. Okay, so these are similar words. Hey, this is serious, man. And that's scary. I'm laughing because it's fucking scary, man. That's fucking scary. Barely, hardly, almost not. So we go back into the scripture at 1 Peter chapter 4 and verse 18. And if the righteous scarcely be saved, meaning what? If they almost not be saved, where shall the ungodly and the sinner appear? What makes you think you gonna make it? What makes you think you gonna get into a chariot? If the men of the Lord who's been serving the Lord and doing their best to please the Lord barely gonna make it out of here, what makes you think you gonna make it out of this place without getting burned up, man? Without tasting of death, man? You can go ahead and get that illusion out your head right now, or that thick ass skull. You can get that delusion out of your mind, because you got a lot of shit that you got to pay for, man. And the Lord gonna have mercy on us elect, because what the scripture says, what? I'll grab it. This is the book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 3 and verse 9. They that put their trust in him shall understand the truth, and such as be faithful in love shall abide with him. For grace and mercy is to his saints, and he hath care for his elect. So the Lord gonna come through for his elect, man. You know, at the last second, they're gonna get beamed up. The smoke from a nuclear missile might almost touch their face, or they might end up breathing it in and get beamed up into a chariot. You know, this is the book of 1 Peter chapter 4 verse 17. For the time is come that judgment must begin at the house of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Okay, so it's gonna start. It's gonna start with the Lord's elect, man, with the righteous. Okay, this is gonna start with the righteous, man. For the time has come that judgment must begin at the house of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. And if it first begin at us, because what, we're gonna be tried first. We are going to be tried first. All right, believe it or not. It goes into that insurrection upon the those that fear the Lord, and I'm gonna grab that. But those that fear the Lord are going to be tried first. The 1/3 is going to be tried before the 2/3. For the time has come that judgment must begin at the house of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Okay, so what? They're gonna come with the chip, and 2/3 gonna fold. But we gonna have to go through that hour of temptation where we gonna be like, damn, I'm hungry, or damn, he's coming after me, you know. Or our faith is gonna be tried, you know. And if we fail, if we fucking fold, we die. Plain and simple, you know. And that's the times we're coming into, man. It's not a laughing matter. It's not funny. It's not something to scoff and mock at. You niggas that scoff and mock at us now, scoff and mock later. I dare you. I dare you to even try to fucking smirk in those days, man. The Lord gonna wipe that smirk off your face and take your head off your shoulders. Because it's not a time to play in. You ain't gonna be able to smile in those days. If you smile, it's gonna be for the false hope of seeing food. Because you're gonna be fucking hallucinating food for starvation's sake. Stupid ass Jakes, man. Jake come out there and scoff and mock, not knowing that we're trying to help them from the time to come. We're trying to tell you there's an evil coming, and only evil coming. Death and destruction on every side is coming. Save yourself by coming to get this word. Yahushua said, if you shall eat of this bread, you shall never hunger, if you shall eat of this bread and drink of this water, you shall never hunger and thirst again. Jake gonna be starving. And not only physically, but spiritually as well, because the Lord gonna make the tongue of his prophets to cling to the roofs of their mouths. Ain't gonna be no more word going out for y'all niggas, man. There was a time for you to get it, and a season. There's a season under the sun for everything. A time and a place. All right? But it ain't gonna be the time and the place in those days. It's gonna be a time to get destroyed, and that's it. For the time is come that judgment must begin at the house of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, and if it first begin at us, what shall the end be of them that obey not the gospel of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai? We can't even tell you, man. Y'all finna get fucked up. That's all I can say. That's all I can say, man. And I pray and I hope, Baba Kusha, that I be of that, that number that's gonna receive mercy, man. But I'm fighting for my mercy. We all fighting for our mercy, for the Lord to have mercy upon us. You don't understand what we're dealing with. We're dealing with the power far greater beyond our understandings. Yahawah BAHASHAM Yahushua, the creator of the universe, and his son, who shall inherit all things, who sat down at the right hand of power. This is who we're dealing with, man. Lord say the clouds are the dust of his feet. So you damn right you should be fearing the Lord. The clouds, the dust of his feet, how much the people? Yet the Lord said he has care for his elect. Yet the Lord said we are the apple of his eye. And that he pays attention to us. And that he's going to deliver us in those days. So how much, knowing that all this death and destruction is coming, how much more righteous and righteous of a mindset should you be in? How much more righteousness should you try to be doing for the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai? And if it first begin at us, what shall the end be of them that obey not the gospel of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai? This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 16, and verse 70. For there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. So they coming for us first, brethren. They coming for us first. It says a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. Why? Because we the only ones who going to be bucking up against their new world order, against their system. 2/3 Jake ain't going to be bucking up. They're going to be getting right with the program. As long as they can be comfortable sitting on their damn couch with their potato chips and fried chicken and grape Kool-Aid and watching fucking Medea movies, they gonna buck up. They gonna fold. Oh yeah, they gonna fold like a fucking omelet. You can stick a chip in their hand and in their forehead, and the back of their damn leg, and the back of their neck if you want to, as long as they can be comfortable. That's Jake, man. Scripture says, my people are stiff-necked people. He said they are sottish children. They shall not hear me. It says, they shall be like madmen, meaning what? Crazy. They're going to be like crazy men. They're going to be like crazy men. Crazy men do crazy shit. I was watching some Superman movie. I think it was a movie or a cartoon, I don't remember. But I remember this nigga was trying to destroy the world. Superman said, madman. I said, madman? This nigga more than a madman. He's trying to destroy the world. You know? And the scripture says what? They shall be like madmen, sparing none. They ain't gonna spare you just because you got kids. They ain't gonna spare you just because you homeless or because you poor. They ain't gonna spare you because you're in a wheelchair or you're trying to give them money. Yeah, your riches shall not profit in the day of wrath. I'll grab that real quick and then we get back to it. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 11 and verse 4. Riches profit not in the day of wrath, but righteousness delivereth from death. You're going to have to be righteous to be delivered out of the hands of those damn devils, man. All right? Your money ain't going to save you in those days. Your money going to be casting into the streets. If anything, they going to be doing away with money. You're going to need to get that damn MOTB. And that's why they're coming down with great wrath in the first place. Sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. Why are they going to be spoiling and destroying us? Because we bucking up against their NWO. The order's going to go out to where they're going to say, hey, whoever ain't with it, kill them. We ain't got time to deal with them. But they're going to tell the people that they're going to re-education camps to be re-educated, to know that it's safe. No, you're going there to get your head chopped off. You're going there to get imprisoned and trial for 10 days to get your head chopped off at the end of it. You're going there to get into a long-ass line and to watch heads roll before you and to wait to get your head rolled off, your head chopped off, you know, for not taking that MOTB. It says, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. Lord willing, you know, we don't have to get our heads rolled and we can make it into the end and be here when YAHAWASHI comes back, you know. Lord willing, we be of those that shall not taste of death. But, hey, let the Lord's will be done. We got to get our heads rolled. We got to get our heads rolled. And that's just that. There's nothing else that we can do. You die for the Lord or you just die. I'd rather die for the Lord. So I'd much rather die for the Lord, man, than just die for no fucking reason. I want to die for a good cause that I can be remembered by. I want to die an honorable death. I don't want to die a vain man. I don't want to die for nothing. I don't want to die trying to save myself. I want to die trying to defend the Lord's name. That's just that. We should all want to do that. You know, if you talking about giving up the ghost, you should only want to give up the ghost something. Your life is which is what precious. You should only want to give up your life for the Lord. YAHAWASHI. When it comes to that, nothing else matters. Your children, your woman, your mother, your dad, your brothers, sisters, nothing else matters because the Lord created all those things. And he can give it back to you 100-fold if you just give your life for him. We're already made our lives living sacrifices. You can't tell me you're going to spend your whole life serving the Lord, or most of your life, or all these years serving the Lord, being made a living sacrifice, just to not sacrifice yourself when it comes down to it. When it comes down to that MOTB, you're going to rescind your covenant? You're going to take back your covenant you made with the Lord? When we came to this truth, we made a covenant with the Lord that we was going to last in this thing until the end. That we're going to be about him. We're going to ride or die for him until the end. That was the covenant we made with the Lord when we came into this truth. A lot of niggas going to break the covenant when it comes down to getting that MOTB because they're going to be afraid of death. But the Lord's going to have to put a spirit on us to be able to resist that hour of temptation. But in order for him to put that spirit on us, he has to be really dealing with us. So are you really trying to get to know the Lord? Are you really building a relationship with the Lord? You should be considering these things. You should be trying to be righteous as you can and doing what you can to be pleasing unto the Lord. Scripture says that for without faith it is impossible to please him. If you fuck around and fold, man, it's because you had a lack of faith. For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. As 2 Ezra 16:72, for they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. They shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. All right, so we're gonna be what? Cast out of our homes. They're gonna get our goods taken away. How they gonna take away our goods, and how they gonna cast us out of our houses? Because they're gonna roll out the MOTB, and if we don't got the MOTB, we ain't gonna be able to pay bills to keep our houses. We ain't gonna be able to pay bills to keep our goods. You know, and then they're gonna literally come down to our homes and kick us out and get to shooting at us and shit. And you know, taking all of our food for themselves. They're going to get down to business, man. They're going to get down to the nitty gritty. Because what? Revelation 12:12 tells you. I'll grab it. Revelation 12 and chapter 12 and verse 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe, meaning destruction, to the inhabitants, meaning those that live of the earth. The inhabitants, those that live in the earth. It says, woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. You know, there may be some people living in the sea in submarines and navy ships and naval ships and shit on islands. It says, for the devil has come down unto you. Who is the devil? The deceiver. Yeah. Salakia. Slip of the tongue. All right. That's Hashatan, man. Salakia. It says, for the devil, the deceiver, who is the deceiver Esau, is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. He knows that his time is running out. He knows that his time is at an end. So what you think he about to do? He about to get down to business. If you was in the if you was in the corner in the back alley and you know that you was about to die, what would you do? Would you fight for your life? Would you just start throwing would you not start throwing fucking wild blows and kicking and screaming and biting and punching to fight for your life? That's what this devil's about to do for his kingdom. It says, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. So we back. And Second Ezra, chapter 16, verse 73. Then shall they be known who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as the gold in the fire. Are we going to be tried as the gold in the fire? The Lord going to put us to the test. Do you really have faith in the Lord? Okay, we'll kneel to this guillotine and prove it. They're gonna be tried like gold in the fire, man. Okay? And if you're scared of death, you ain't gonna be able to get through those times. You gotta be able to sit down and actually surrender your life and say, hey, you can have my head. You can have my head. You'd rather give your head to these devils than have the Lord after your head. Because the Lord gonna... When I tell you, the Lord is gonna fuck you up, man. And that's scary. That's scary because you can be serving the Lord, at least you think, be serving the Lord, and then you come to this point where you have to give your life for the Lord, and you break the covenant and say, no, I'm just going to take the chip. You know, speaking as what a 2/3 would do, you know, then you come to find out that you've been a 2/3 the entire time, and that you weren't a 1/3, that you weren't actually pleasing the Lord the whole time. You were just doing the will of the Lord. And the Lord put a spirit on you to do those things. This is the book of 2 Ezra, chapter 5 and verse 1. Nevertheless, as coming the tokens, behold, the days shall come that they which dwell upon earth shall be taken in a great number, and the way of truth shall be hidden, and the land shall be barren of faith. So many people are about to die. Death and destruction on every turn and at every corner. Okay? The land is going to be barren of faith. The way of truth is going to be hidden. All right, you're going to see the prophets out there in the highways and hedges no more. You're going to be able to find the Lord no more. You're going to be able to find the Lord when you're going to go get some breakfast at your grocery store, your local grocery store no more. You're going to be able to find the Lord when you're going on a date. You ain't going to be able to, Salakia, I got a phone call again, man. You ain't going to be able to try to find the Lord, or seek out the Lord or find the Lord. When you going on a date downtown or some shit and going by the lake and looking at the lake, whether the prophets usually be there, they ain't gonna be there no more. Scripture talks about the people seeking to and fro. Scripture talks about the people seeking to and fro for the word, and they shall not find it, man. From the east to the west, from sea to sea, and all over the place, looking for the prophets, and they ain't gonna be able to find them. Verse 2 says, but iniquity shall be increased above that which now thou seest, or that thou hast heard long ago. So the iniquity is increased at an all-time high. The earth has never been in such an evil and wicked and low vibration before ever in the earth. That's how you know we've come to an end. This world is coming to its end, and it's over. Okay? Now you're hearing of rumors of wars. You can literally go on the news and find all the prophecies of Matthew, in the book of Matthew, or the book of Mark, or Luke, about the beginning of sorrows already being fulfilled. We've already been in the beginning of sorrows. Now it's about to get deep. Now we're heading towards the midst of Jacob's trouble. This is about to be over, man. Now these devils are going to start turning it up, okay? Because we've been hearing the rumors of wars, which that was said to be in the scriptures, the beginning of sorrows. You're going to be in the beginning of sorrows when you start hearing rumors of wars, hearing of wars. There shall be earthquakes in various places, false prophets. All these things have already been done, in the time that we're in. And then you see that the iniquity is increased at an all-time high because you got men that look like fucking women and women that look like fucking men. So at this point, this place has got to be destroyed because it's destroying itself. Literally, this world is going to go out by destroying itself. The iniquity is going to be increased so much that it's going to look like the world is destroying itself by shooting nukes off at each other. But it's really the Lord the entire time. So, with that being said, I'm going to give all glory, honor, and praises to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, Akakodash, double honors to the elders and apostles, the great millstone and teacher of well. Peace and salutations be to hopeful elect. I truly hope this lesson was edifying to your Akim and Akwathia who listen in truth and sincerity. Until next time, Yasharallah, I say shalom.